So now the pandemic really affected a lot of people, and we know that for people in entertainment, for musicians, it's been really, really tough.
Yeah.
Did you have all these big plans?
Yeah. I had these big plans.
And what happened?
I thought, after 2019, I'm just gonna do like more amazing stuff, and then but I didn't even get the opportunity to like get out there as much as it should have. It did well, but I really expected it to blow.
Yeah.
And for people to be like, oh, okay, she's not just doing ballads and heartbreak songs. Like we're really grooving at the bar to her like music. Okay. Because it's an urban sound, but it's like not like something about you. Something about you was so urban. Pata had those like,
like an Afro kind of fusion.
Yeah, there was something about it. And then the Luganda and stuff like. It was cool, but everything just.
So what have you been doing with yourself?
Last year I started going back to studio.
Okay.
And my sister knows people, right? But I feel like she's really like trying to support, right? Here and there.
Okay.
I try not to let her so much because she's done so much for me. But like if it's really necessary, like please send that 50K, like I need it. But if it's not necessary, like it's fine. I'm fine. You're already doing enough for me. I feel like she didn't want to connect me to people and stuff and things like that, because if this is a phase, then the whole family is going to blame her for encouraging this phase.
Oh man.
Yeah. And she said it like once or twice before, not that direct, but she was like, me, I don't want to be like,
let's first see how this goes.
Yeah, like me, I don't want to, like, people are gonna say that me, I'm like, encouraging you to do all these things, yet I could be like advising you to do other things. So I always wanted to work at Talent Africa, and Aisha is literally, people for a while thought Ali Alibai was her brother, because we have a brother called Ali Alibai as well. Yes. I'm like, you've worked with Ali, you guys have done each other favors in the media like industry. I'm very sure like he can do something for your little sister. I was like, yeah, I'll talk to him, and nothing. So I went for a lockdown. There was this lockdown thing they were trying to do, right? Like a lockdown series. And Mackenzie was in charge of it.
Yes. I remember.
Yeah. So they came and picked us up, and they're like, you're gonna stay over at the studio recording the whole night, because I don't like working so much during the day. Like I prefer the whole staying in studio the whole night.
Like the night shift.
Yes. The vibes are really nice. So we did like 2-3 songs. My producer came, he was also invited. So it was like, like I get to even bring my people who have been with me like to this. I was like, this could be like my new home, because I also needed like a studio to like call home.
Yeah.
So that's when the discussion of like, this could be your home started coming up slowly by slowly. So I used to go and record music, and every week I was recording like 3 songs. So now I think I have like almost 2 albums.
Really?
Yeah, I have so many songs. So many songs. So as much as I did something, I also released an EP last year actually. I can't believe I forgot about the EP. I released an EP called No Pressure.
Okay.
No Pressure, the songs most of the songs I recorded in 2018.
Oh.
Remember that year I told you about, that was just we were in studio and nothing happened. But I had to re-record them.
Okay.
Because I fell out with these persons, right? And they were like, you know what? We're not just gonna give you the songs. Now you think you can just walk out of here, They are your songs. Go, re-record them. My producer is like, I don't even have the files. Yeah, make the beats again. Figure it out. But we figured it out. So No Pressure, that's the story of No Pressure. That's why I named it No Pressure. It's like, no pressure. No pressure, it's cool, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed you just dropped a song, Beautiful.
Yeah.
When did you release it?
I released Beautiful on Women's Day. Yeah. But I wrote Beautiful around October, like the first week of October, 2020.
Okay.
Yeah. And Beautiful, I don't think I've done anything like Beautiful before, because I like
Quite vulnerable.
yeah, I like to sing about like love and stuff like that, and sex and fun and enjoyments. But like Beautiful is like, I've said it before, like it's a love. It was originally a love letter to myself. It's like, these are conversations I have with myself. When people ask like, how do you just keep going? Like, you know, like how? Like how do you do it? Like how do you just keep going? How do you just keep going? How do you just keep going? Because as an urban artist, I feel like I have more to prove.
Yeah.
More work to do. Like how do you keep going? It's just like, I really be that mad person who talks to herself. And it's like, you know, you can do this, right?
No, we can. I feel like we all do that.
Do we?
I talk to myself. I have intense conversations in my car. I
Yep.
tell you.
Yeah. Go out there. Yeah. So Beautiful. That was it. And when I went to studio, I wasn't feeling like enjoyments and all those other things. I was like, you guys, let's do like a motivational song. You know, let's sing for people to feel good about themselves. You know, let's do it. So that's how Beautiful came about.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So apart from your music, did you find something else to do also to take up your time?
This reminds me of. You remember the business friend I told you about? One of my first mentors, right? So he's like, so I tell him how I want to do film. I'm like, you know, maybe I could like get a degree in, you know, filmmaking and stuff like that. But also, that's also another thing in Uganda. It's like, are you serious, Lamu? You can't be serious, right? You can't be serious.
Why not?
It's like, I don't know, man. Anyway, but it's something I'm really passionate about. Like, I've written so many scripts in my laptops. Yeah, so many, and I can't wait to shoot them. So it's another like step I will eventually get into.
Okay.
And I like the fact that, you know, now we are embracing like Palm Magic and stuff like that. So if you have connections,
okay.
hook your girl up.
So you're interested in like producing?
Yeah, filmmaking. I've written like little short stories, stuff like I can be able to finance myself. In 2016, we shot a movie with zero
hiding your face
with zero experience. We just woke up one day, and I remember I need to call that guy. I swear I haven't talked to him in like 2 years.
Yeah, checking on him.
Yeah, cause wow, yo, we need to do this, guys. We need to do. We're going to open a very big company. Like he was so motivated. We're gonna open the first, you know, we're going to shoot the first feature film. Like, and I'm just there like, yes.
What do you need from me?
What? And he's like, so I need you to write an action movie. I'm like, action? So I wrote a story about this. At the time I was dating a twin, so I had access to identical twins.
Okay.
And I shaped them into actors because they were really, really shy. And I'm like, you guys, you have to do it. I would do anything for you guys. Like, do this for me. So I convinced them. And then another friend of mine called Mansoor. And then my niece, who dresses me actually, she's called Ili. She's really talented. And she will, like, she supports
She's a stylist?
me. Everything, yeah. She's a fashion designer, so she makes stuff herself. Yeah. So I also convinced her to act in my movie and all that. So the movie was called The Decoys.
Okay.
And we didn't actually shoot the whole movie. We just shot the trailer. So this was the plan, right? Let's shoot the trailer, make it seem like there's a feature film to entice investors. And then when the investors give us money, we shall shoot the rest of the film.
I love it.
So, yeah, that's perfect. So we said next summer, wait for this movie. It's called The Decoys. So it was about the twins, and there was a Russian billionaire for some reason, and the twins had to go pick up. The twins were the decoys, right? They're these really like mafia, like they do things like James Bond kind of, you know, they do things, but like in Uganda. So this Russian, I feel like I should have actually said Indian billionaire, not Russian.
I'm like, Russian?
Yeah, that was like weird. And also his accent, he couldn't pull off the Russian accent, so he just sounded like Indian. He's like, I'm like, Mansoor, money is not a problem to Russian. It's like, I'm just like, just do that. He was like, money is not a problem. Like, I'm just like, guys.
So when you look back
It
now,
was
it sounded like it was fun though.
We shot it in one day. We didn't even eat.
Oh.
We were really so determined. So even the fight scenes were just weird. Everything was weird, but it was really fun. And it was just, for us, it was the start of something. So when we put it out, it went viral. And then New Vision calls, you guys are from Green Hill. Yeah, you're just straight out of high school. Yes. You're shooting a movie. Yeah, yes. We need you guys to come here. We're going to be the front cover. I was like, hey.
But there's no movie.
There's really no movie. So there's a whole cover, front cover of swag. So it's the twins and they have guns like this and they're like doves and it's like the Decoys. Director, Ahlam, what?
Man,
Anyway.
dreams are valid, my darling.
Yeah.
You never know.
But I took it off the internet. I have it though. I'll send it to you.
Please,
Yeah.
no, I want it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were saying when we were chatting earlier, you were saying much as you're doing music, you want your music to mean a lot more. Once you want it to have purpose and meaning. How are you going about that?
Yeah.
Like even you as a musician, you know, you're trying to make a difference.
Yeah. I mean, because of the impact my music has had on myself in my life, right? Like the whole story I've just told you, like I don't want to just trash that and make it just about being famous and about making money, which those things are really important to me still, but like I feel like I can still like do something with my music, you know, make it more than just that.
Okay.
Right?
Are you working on any projects or anything?
Yeah, I mean, Beautiful is an example of something I'd want to do. You know, once in a while, drop a song just to remind people of like life reality, right? Real things. Talk about mental health. Advocate for mental health, gender equality, climate change. That stuff I'm really passionate about. And last year also gave me an opportunity to do that because it's like, okay, you're not gonna be at bars every weekend promoting songs and like performing, all these things. So what are you gonna do? So I started partnering with like organizations, volunteering actually, and then at some point obviously they start like paying. But most of my work last year, like in the beginning, was volunteer work, or like they will facilitate you, not like pay you as a brand.
Yeah.
They'll just facilitate you and stuff like that. But just because it's also like a foundation I'm trying to build, it's also like that's my investment, the time I'm putting in to build this experiment, navigate, like what's it like, how does it work, how do I balance the music and this, you know, how do I balance posting a picture with like, I don't know, rips all over my dress and then go the next day and be like, I'm advocating in like a suit and everything, like how do I do that? I was like, how are we going to do that? Are we going to separate both worlds or do we join, you know, like,
Yeah.
and I think I found a way to meet them in the middle.
Okay.
And yeah, so I'm working with different organizations, the Loud Project, Amani Boy Child Network. The project I did with the Loud Project was, we do these talks called the Loud Talks. We had to take a break because of the pandemic, but we do the Loud Talks. And basically we pick up like topics. One of the topics I hosted and actually like had a talk, like I spoke about it, like the topic. It was about consent, so we're talking about consent because that was around the time, you know, the Twitter stories were coming up, people were coming up about rapists and stuff like that. So
the whole Me Too movement.
Exactly. So we put something together and we talked about consent and we made our research and we got some people who are actually, you know, have studied these things. So they came and explained this is what consent means, you know, and we recorded it and we put it out on YouTube as well. I've also collaborated with them and some other small organizations. We went to Boise, so there's a home haven for African children. They try to keep street kids off the streets in this home, may find them school, they finish school, help them get jobs, just off the streets where they will be stealing, drugs, all these things, sex work and all that stuff. And so I've been working there as well.
Okay, you've been keeping busy from the sound of it.
Yeah.
Much as possible.
I
Oh,
have.
okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me on Crystal One-on-One. I've
Thank
had
you
so
for
much
having
fun. I like that you look back on some experiences and you laugh at them.
You have to. You have to.
How do we find you on social media? And can we look forward to like a music video for Beautiful?
Yes. Yes. And I feel like people will be able to see also that making side of me through this video.
Oh.
Because I intend to be in charge.
Okay.
But yeah, so we have this whole idea we're shooting for the video, and yeah.
Okay, so we can look forward to that.
Yes.
And then we find you on all the platforms.
Lamu Sounds on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere I guess. Lamu Sounds.
Lamu
Yeah.
Sounds. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
I'll be waiting to hear about, a lot more of the work that you're doing.
Yeah, thanks.